As seen on Toronto Wildlife Centre's previous episode,
So we had received a call from someone who had seen a great horned owl on their fence. It appeared to have some sort of chain attached to its talon. It was a leg hole trap, which was really sad, heartbreaking. So luckily we were able to bring him in to the center and have him looked at right away.
Yeah, it's fractured right at the base. That confirmed our suspicion that we would have to amputate the entire toe. A bad day for the owl, but in the end he got very quick help and I think he's going to be fine, so has a happy ending.
following surgery, the owl was monitored closely, receiving ongoing treatment from TWC's rehabilitation and veterinary teams.
So he's on antibiotics because he had the surgery. We are giving him pain medication and anti-inflammatories for that, which is also part of our
Is he getting
protocol.
sub-Q or is that...
He is getting sub-Q, but it's going to be at the vet check.
Very exciting. Sorry. Too bad you...
Okay, that's nice actually.
It's bruised here.
Yeah.
And it's bruised there. But in general, it's pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing great. The incision site looks like it's sticking together pretty nicely. Still a bit swollen, but overall, he's where we'd like him to be.
Once ready, the owl was moved to an outdoor aviary to readjust and strengthen his muscles before release. And soon, it was time for Darlene and Emily to return him to where he was found, now that he was fully recovered. TWC staff and volunteers work hard to ensure wild lives like this owls are saved. But unfortunately, some stories are more tragic than others.
So our hotline got a call about a raccoon that had had babies in like a storm system. A member of public was walking by and noticed a raccoon kind of clinging to the grates with one baby in her mouth. And we knew it was going to rain that day that we did the rescue. So we were like, hey, we need to get them out of there immediately. We went out. We have this amazing tool called the infrared camera. Thank you. So we put it down these holes, looking into the systems, and finally there she was. So we knew exactly where we needed to focus our effort. So once we found exactly what sewer she was in a location that we couldn't actually access. So she was in the piping of the sewer, and she was a good 15, 20 feet down. Like, we could see her, we could hear her babies, we could not access her in any capacity. But we knew that she probably went in the sewer system, had the babies in there, and she was probably hungry. So our next plan was to use food to entice her to come out of the sewer, so at least we can grab her and then figure out how to get the babies. So our plan was, once she had actually maneuvered into the sewer system that we could actually access, to block her holes so she couldn't go anywhere. She came out, we moved everything quickly. She actually went into another hole that she had started to dig. So we blocked her hole to the babies, and then waited for her to come out of her little hole. Obviously, her babies are screaming at this point because mom's gone, their heat's gone, they're hungry. And she came out and wanted to go back into her babies, but she couldn't. So we were able to, at that point, successfully reach her. We were able to grab her out, put her in a kennel. So the next thing we focused on was how to get the babies out. So the actual system that we could work with was about 2 feet by 2 feet.
So being able to reach the babies became more of a challenge. So we went into the van, we were looking for equipment, smaller pieces of things we can connect. We had butterfly nets, we had big nets, we had all these things, but because the space was so small, we couldn't get anything into that angle and to the baby. So we're desperately trying to figure out, and then the rain started.
We started panicking quite a bit because obviously we know the babies are in there. We hear them screaming. All we want to do is access them, but we can't. We physically cannot. So we tried to make a dam with leaf bags, and neighbors were coming and bringing us bags and tarps and all this stuff, just trying to stop the water flowing into the system.
The flow was too strong, and it was horrible. Just hearing them in there and us so desperate to try to get to them, knowing we saved Mom. Anyway, it was
emotional.
Yeah.
We literally tried our best, and there was nothing we could do. It was very devastating knowing that we saved Mom, which was great, but we weren't able to get to her babies in time, and we could literally hear their screams going further and further into the system, and there was nothing, absolutely nothing we could do. So we had to make the hard decision to leave her babies knowing exactly what's going to happen to them, which is that they would not survive. But we were able to save her, and at least that's something, because she probably would have perished with her babies trying to save them. So we brought Mom back, and the one thing I did say, and I said it many times, was if this is what the universe has decided to lay out for us, I'm fine with taking that burden for her as long as there was a reason, and it feels like there was a reason.
Okay, let me check. So it is
Hello, I work for pest control. I just left a customer's place in an apartment building on a balcony where a mother raccoon gave birth to 5 babies, and on the attempt to climb down from the balcony, she slipped and died upon impact on the ground. Now I currently have 5 raccoon babies, and I am looking for a sanctuary to take them in. If you guys have space for them, please give me a call back. Thank you, and I hope you get back to me soon.
Circumstances were pretty unique. Babies were orphaned, so really, really strange course of events that brought them together. Also very tragic, but it was, don't want to say best case scenario, but the fact that it happened right the next day was the best chance possible that we could ask for a potential foster situation.
In the safest way possible, the orphan babies were introduced to the mother in care. Now it was time to give them space and wait with a watchful eye to see if Mom would accept them. It's a busy time at TWC, and we want to save as many baby animals as possible, but we need your help. Please consider donating to get them the immediate care they need. Every gift, no matter how small, can save a young life. Visit our website to give now.